What up? Welcome back to the Necro Zoo. I am Bones. And in this one, let's add one more figure to my McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. Now this time it will be Rebirth Batman. Now I am very interested to take a look at this one because ever since the original photos were dropped, I thought it had a really interesting, unique look to him. And I was never a big fan of the Mattel Rebirth figure, so I wanted to check out this one. Now this is a newer release. These are barely hitting stores. People have been finding them at Walmart. So he looks pretty stealthy in the packaging. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. But first, he does come with your standard black DC Multiverse stand. Now, this is not really needed, but sometimes it comes in usefully. He also comes with his data file card. On this one, you have some figure photography. And on the back, you do have some information. Go ahead and add that to the collection. Now he does come with two accessories. First up, you have a pretty sweet Batarang. It has like an outer ridge around it that you could probably paint up a little bit. But all in all, it is one of the better Batarangs I think that they have released. And he also comes with a grapnel gun. Now this one as well, I think is one of the better grapnel guns they've released. It looks a little bit more like a gun and it has a lot of detail. Now it is all black plastic, but you can go ahead and add some paint to the gear, like the little pistons and gears, and to the hook on it, and make it look a little bit better. But it is very nice. Really happy that this time we got both a Batarang and a grapnel gun with our Batman. But let's go ahead and take a closer look at it. First impressions. Really like the leaner, more sleeker physique on this one. It kind of gives me a little bit of vibes of the animated Batman. Like, I think it's Batman and Son or Batman and Robin where he's fighting the Court of Owls. It just has like that slimmer, sleeker look that I really dig. So I do like this actual version. It looks really nice. It is based on the comics and it has a lot of details that are comic accurate, so that's always nice. But let's take a closer look at the head sculpt. Like I said before, he does give me a different feel than the other Batmans that have been released. I don't know what it is, but it just has like a nicely sculpted cowl with a proportionate head, and everything just blends in together from the upper traps into the neck and into the head. It just all fits perfectly. So I'm really liking this one. And for some reason, I do really like the head sculpt, like just the open part of the cowl and the eyes. He has a little bit of like detail on the brows. It's just one of the better head sculpts I think they've done on Batman. And we keep saying that every time. Every time a Batman figure comes out, we're saying that this is the best one. Well, I really like this head sculpt. It just has like that comic look and like I said before, that like sleeker look for this Batman. So pretty awesome. Let's take a look at the articulation. Now he looks up really well. He looks down. Looks right. Looks to the left. And you can tilt his head for some character. Now, flawless articulation in the head. I really like when they do the neck with the head actually sitting on top. It's just my preferred design for head articulation. Moving down, has that classic Rebirth emblem, and they picked a really nice yellow. It's a brighter yellow, so the detailing around the emblem really sticks out because of the cut and the color. Now he does have lines, like some piping design lines all around the costume, giving it a little bit more effect than if it was just a bland, no lines at all. And I don't know what it is, but he has just a lean to him, like he's in a lean, but it looks good. It looks nice. Can't wait to take some pictures with this guy. Like a pretty classic Batman, aside from being the Rebirth design. Let's take a look at the articulation. He can go rock side to side. You can give it that full range of motion in the waist. He does have upper chest swivel and lower ab swivel, waist swivel. He can lean forward. Actually, that's like if it wouldn't drop back down, that's actually like the most I've seen leaning forward. And then of course he leans back. All in all, beautiful waist articulation. Let's take a look at the arms. He does have butterfly shoulder joints, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Not liking the pins, but since they are black, that is a really quick fix. You just add a little bit of semi-gloss black paint and you won't even notice the pins. So even though it's not really cool that they did that, it is an easy paint job. That's like one of the easiest ones there could be. So we will be doing that. Going down into the gauntlets. These gauntlets are a little bit different, but they still have their blades on them. Have a lot of sculpted detail in the armor, and then it transitions beautifully into the hand. You don't really see any ball joint there, but there is one. Now you still have wrist articulation. The way it hinges gives you a lot of range of motion. On the right side, you do have a gripping hand. All in all, the fist and the gripping hand is all you really need for a Batman. Really liking this figure more than I thought I would. Never been a big Rebirth fan, but just the design and the silhouette it has, like that lean physique is really what I like. You got that cool Rebirth belt, which kind of has a more tech, sleek design. Let's go ahead and look at the thigh swivel. He has it. Some good thigh swivel there. You could take out his leg and he does have that hip twisting rotation. Straighten him out, and then he does have double jointed knees. Really smooth movement in the legs there. Does have up and down at the ankle. Left to right. Ankle rocker. And toe articulation. Taking a better look at the legs. Now there is no piping lines or any sculpt really in the legs, any details like in the upper body, but it does match nicely. And you do have the traditional bat symbol knee pads from Rebirth. And the boots are sculpted out really nicely. A lot of cool lines in there, extra little added details. Taking a look at the bottom, some beautiful tread work. Love seeing that. And then up the back, more sculpt work. You can see the belt finishing off all around there, all around the waist there. And then you do have the cape. Now this cape for some reason is a little bit thicker than usual. I'm sure you can heat it up and bend it if you want to articulate it in a sense. By having it bent up like this, you just need to heat it up and then hold it like this, and it'll stay like that. But it is thicker than a lot of the other capes we've seen. moving up into the back. Now, this is interesting because this is kind of like how the Three Jokers Batman is supposed to be. It's supposed to have like that overlay of the cowl onto the cape. But it does have some cool line work and wrinkles in there. So, really liking it. Like I said, I like this figure. He looks really good. Stands perfectly. You can add the Batarang in the right hand. Or you can go ahead and add the grapnel gun. Now I actually did add a little bit of kind of gold brass detail just to show you guys how it looks if you go ahead and paint in some detail for yourself. It actually matches him a little bit better. Really like that grapnel gun that they gave us. Now, like I said before, I do have the original Mattel Rebirth, but as you can see, it used like a darker brown yellow. Even though this is pinless technology, I was just never a big fan because the articulation is still really limited, and he looks kind of blocky. Like, it's hard to explain, but he just looks like a deck of cards. He's just like so square. But that was the Mattel version. Now this is the McFarlane version. This guy's really nice. Let's go ahead and take a look at him next to my custom Batman 1000 with the yellow emblem. Pretty same size here, so the size difference is not that big of a difference. You can kind of see that they're at the same height and they have the same like leaner body type. Let's bring in my custom Batman Who Laughs that I'm still working on. A lot of brass color in this one. And again, I think even the Batman Who Laughs is a little bit shorter than this Rebirth Batman. Then let's bring in the Three Jokers Batman. Now this is where you could really see the size difference. This Three Jokers Batman is really big, really tall compared to this Rebirth one. But that just goes to show you that in the McFarlane line, each set of figures, each, you know, same wave or whatever, has its own theme and its own scaling, kind of. And then you can pick and choose what you think works best and mix it around. And then, just for fun, let's bring in the Battinson Batman, a little bit taller, the same. So that means this Rebirth Batman could probably still fit in with the Bat family. You just have to pick, you know, which ones look better. But I really do like them. Really happy to add them to the collection. Gonna be fun to take some pictures with this one. You guys keep hunting out there, keep collecting, keep customizing, and I will see you on the next one.